Hey everybody, I'm Ivonix, and this is Enderal. We finally got back to the Sun Temple, got to take a look at the nicely beautiful reconstructed beacon, and now we're gonna go find Kalia and have a chat with her. Just for that, character development stuff. Here she is, hey!
Sha'rim, I heard about what happened on Half Moon Island. It's a wonder you and that mercenary made it back alive.
It is amazing.
But war, it just seems so unreal. How has it come to this? Now we not only have to fight these High Ones, but also some fanatic who thinks he knows best?
Uh-huh. What? Okay. Nothing better than an unnecessary war while poised at the brink of extinction, is there? Korek seems so convinced that what he's doing is right. It's almost as if the High Ones are using him. Korek will regret opposing us soon, believe me. Let's be sarcastic.
I know you mean that as a joke, but I'm afraid it's not too far from the truth. Tell me, Sha'rim, how is it possible that our beliefs about what's best for mankind are so different? Why are we so eager to be at each other's throats?
I wish I knew that myself. That's just how humans are, and I doubt it will change anytime soon. Violence often seems like an easy answer, particularly if times are hard, as they are right now. Honestly, I don't know. That's just how humans are.
I'm not sure. You know what I find so hard to understand? Why there are so few people who actually care. So few people who feel the need to change something like you and I do. There are moments I just feel so powerless. As if we all know that if we keep going like this, we're headed for a catastrophe. But instead of changing course, we just stand by and watch. Do you know the feeling?
Oh yes, I know that feeling oh so well. You mean you don't understand why so many people are so disinterested? I do, yes, but I stopped agonizing over it. You can't expect everyone to be as idealistic as you are. In the end, we're all responsible only for ourselves. Say, I do, yes, but I stopped agonizing over it.
I wish I could do that. Whenever I think about it, I find it so hard not to get
Middle
angry.
of the road, right?
Take all those upper city snobs with their colorful garments and exotic perfumes. They could put all that money to such good use if only they wanted to, but no, they don't. Because they just don't give a damn about the poor.
Nope.
Sometimes I imagine going down there, grabbing one of them by the collar and dragging them down into the Undercity. And there I'd force them to see, just for once. But even that probably wouldn't help.
Yeah.
I guess we only care about the things that directly affect us. Who fights against poverty if he's never suffered from it?
Probably tell them to pull themselves up by the bootstraps, right? Okay, understand what you're saying, but your bullying's out of proportion. Getting angry doesn't help anyone. A fair point, unfortunately.
Yes. ... And once again, you've had to listen to another deluge of my whining.
Oh, it's perfectly
I guess I'm
reasonable.
just not a person for pleasantries. Sorry.
Sorry, I just think you need someone to cheer you up from time to time. Don't be. I actually think the world could use more people like you. No need to be. I enjoy your talks. Our talks. It's fine, just trying to agonize over these things. I'll say don't be.
Anyway, I need to make some preparations now. Master Bartar requested my support with something, and I shouldn't keep him waiting any longer.
Okay. Nice talking with you, Kalia. I guess now it is time to go meet up with Oshari at the Dancing Nomad. Whoa!
There you are.
Who are
I've
you?
been looking for you for days. Do you remember me?
Oh yes!
You
You!
helped me back in the ruin.
Yep. Old Dothlograd, you were that farmer
Shh,
who...
not here. I just came to thank you. Thanks to you, I was able to pay me debts. And both my family and the farm are safe once again. As you can imagine, I don't have any money to show you my gratitude. But I thought that this might be useful to you. Take it. It's the least I can do.
What is it? Learning... Oh, learning books. +2 learning points added to the inventory. Ah. Thanks!
I should thank you. Walk blessed. And may your path always be even.
Yours as well, sir. Okay, wow, well, I was just, that's cool. I was just starting to, like, after I went through that door, I was like, wait a second. Why didn't I just use the goddamn signpost inside the Sun Temple? And the answer to that would be, because I forgot about it. Okay, here's the Dancing Nomad. And Lashari said she would be in the first room, right at the top of the stairs. Oh my god, no! No! Fuck no! I liked Lashari! God damn it, why? Oh my, fuck!
Brother,
No!
Are you in there?
Yes!
Kiraj, what? Why? What have you done?
I haven't done anything! I found her like this. God fucking damn... Oh, I could ask you the same thing. Strange coincidence, you're here!
Watch your tongue, Sha'ri. Be glad that the blood is already dry, or else you'd be nothing but a pile of bones by now.
Sure.
Forgive me. I just can't believe it.
No.
Anyone but Lashari? Yes.
Oh
yes, I
my...
know.
Oh god.
She was a good woman. We both know that we're not involved in this. So please tell me why you and Lashari wanted to meet up here? Were the two of you close? I wasn't aware Lashari liked women, too.
Oh my, No, it wasn't like that. Yes, she did not want you to know. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't know, I mean, he could be lying or being dishonest, so I'm gonna... Oh... Yeah. She didn't want you to know, buddy.
I see. But who has killed her then? This doesn't make any sense. Maybe the murderer has left a clue. We have to search.
Alright. Oh no, search for hints about Lashari's death. Oh, oh man. Oh my, so whoever it was, they just took a fucking greatsword and just bam, right through the ribcage. Holy shit. You feel Lashari's pulse, her body still has some warmth remaining, but she is dead. Oh. No, I'm so disappointed. Oh, well, hey, at least I can take this apprentice sneak book, which I'm pretty sure is useless to me now. Since I now have to use adept sneak books. It's in the wardrobe. A fine hat. Surely that's a clue. Oh, I'm so disappointed. Suspicious cap dust bottle.
What's this? Let me see. Yes! This could be our clue.
A glimmer dust bottle? Couldn't that belong to Lashari?
No, certainly not. But come to think about it, it doesn't really help us either. There are so many dust addicts in Ark, it would take years just to count them. Oh, by the name of the sun, I will inform the Order.
Shouldn't we keep searching?
Yes, you do that. But come back to the temple as soon as you're finished, alright? The Archmagister has found something out about those sources we need for the beacon, even though he paid a high price for it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, just don't secure the room or the building at all. Just leave her half-naked dead body laying on the bed there. God. I'm so sad and disappointed right now. Steel tuber, yes, I'm taking that tuber for all my troubles. And these penny coins too. I'm opening this jewelry box. No one's gonna stop me right now because I'm too sad and pissed off. Oh, a flawless garnet and ring of guardian. Oh no, damn it. That's an empty dresser. Okay, did I check this wardrobe? Fine shoes. Well, okay. I honestly don't see anything else in here. Unfortunately. I'd hoped I would have found more clues as to who killed her, but I guess not. God damn it. Rest in peace, Lashari. Fuck. Back to the Sun Temple.
Wait a moment.
Okay.
The prodigy, huh?
Hi, Archmagister.
Apparently we owe you for
if it isn't the
shards
prophet,
of this
what's
sigil
wrong?
stone.
You look
I didn't
troubled.
think I would ever say this, but
My friend is dead. Well, I guess she wasn't really my friend, but regardless. I liked her and she's dead. Lashari is dead. Someone murdered her.
I know. Sha'rim has already told me. I hardly knew her, but it's horrible. Different ideologies or not, she was a fine young mage, and her knowledge of the Pyreans was impressive. We need to find the ones who did this, and fast. but you probably already know that.
knows what he's
Thank
doing.
Malphus we just had a breakthrough with the beacon.
Yeah. Yes, Yuslan told me about that. Does that mean we know what's missing?
At least
Now
as
know
far
what's
as the
missing.
sockets go, yes. In the old tablets you found in old Dothugrad, there's talk of black embers, which are supposed to be some kind of energy supply for the machine.
Pathlessness, wherever you look.
Black embers? Any
Where
clues
is
as to
this
what those
supposed
could
to
be?
This is what we've been asking ourselves over the past few weeks. And then it fell like pelt from our eyes. The Pyreans were talking about the Black Pearls. Old jewels, sometimes known as Blackstones.
Oh.
They appeared for the first time in the Golden Era, and every self-important noble literally fought to get one in his possession. Apparently they originated from Stormwind, the old city in the heart of Octwind.
Okay.
They changed owners for decades, sometimes by violence, sometimes by gold. The whole thing only stopped when the owners took note of an undesirable side effect, if you like.
Let me guess, these stones were somehow cursed, or, well, what's a legendary jewel without a catch? Yeah.
Everything has a catch, and sometimes this catch is even upside down. But the stones weren't somehow enchanted, if that's what you're thinking. At least not by any known magical means. Nevertheless, all of their owners eventually shared the same fate. Countess Catua from Nerim, for example, whose castle burnt down to its foundations. According to a survivor of this tragedy, she was to blame for that. He claimed that he saw her the night it happened, laughing hysterically and dancing in the dining room and summoning waves of fire all around her.
Oh dear.
She was not previously known to have any magical talent in her.
So these jewels somehow gave their owners magical powers?
Correct. Plus, all of them eventually showed similar symptoms of delusion, like those possessed by the Red Madness do. A peculiar coincidence, if you ask me.
That's one way to put it. What happened once word got out to the public that the stones were cursed?
Not quite.
Those who owned a pearl tried to get rid of it, or lock it up somewhere safe, and eventually they fell into oblivion.
Oh no.
Tell her your
hope he
theory,
knows what he's
Archmagister.
doing.
Yes, of course.
What's your theory?
We believe that the stones carry energy, pure, uncontrolled magic, and that the High Ones use them for their own purposes.
You mean the High Ones use these pearls to deliberately drive people into madness?
Correct. The pearls' magic make their owners powerful, but the High Ones befoul them, so to speak. Like a poisoned potion. I know it sounds odd, but the parallels are too striking to ignore. The red shimmer in the victim's eyes, the slow descent into madness, and ultimately this irrational, destructive act of violence.
But all this happened centuries ago, didn't it? I thought the High Ones only appeared just before the cleansing.
That's what we thought too, but it seems that we were wrong. Maybe the High Ones never leave our planes at all, even after the cleansing. Maybe they are even part of this world, just like the tides or the elements. And the death of the gods is only what really sets them rolling, so to speak.
But what did the High Ones get out of it? Why would they do that?
That's a question I've been asking myself since we first learned of the cycle. Who knows? Maybe they like for us to suffer. Or maybe they see us as we see ants, whose lives simply mean nothing.
Yeah.
Or maybe the very concept of intentions is meaningless to them.
Having spoken to them, I doubt that. They seem particularly malevolent. Okay, I see, and you think that the magic of these black stones could give the beacon the energy it needs.
That's what we think, yes. Nothing else in this world possesses that much raw power. Yes?
Which is why you will find them for us.
Of course, it always falls to little old me. Okay. But if the High Ones poison these stones, isn't it dangerous to bring them here?
No, because we know what we are dealing with. Unlike those who fell victim to the stones. Imagine them as a powerful, magical sword. A fool won't know how to wield it and will eventually cut himself with it. A seasoned warrior, however, can use its power for his purposes. Which doesn't mean, however, that we will be careless with them. What we need is their energy, and once we have transferred that to the beacon, their shells will be useless to the High Ones.
Understandable. In other words, without the energy of these stones, the beacon is useless.
Correct.
And how exactly are we supposed to find them? Didn't you say that they are scattered all over Vin?
That's right. But we don't need all of them. The beacon has 3 sockets, and that is how many of the stones we will acquire. Archmagister.
I studied the history of the pearls as a young arcanist, and I think that my notes might give you some hints as to where you should start looking. Give me until tomorrow. By then I will have prepared the relevant excerpts.
Alright, anything else I should know?
Just come to me whenever you have questions. Hello.
And hurry. I take it you have already noticed this, but Nerimi's troops are roaming our land and building outposts, and the Red Madness is also getting worse as we speak. Now go, Prophet. The sooner we find these stones, the better.
Pathlessness.
I have to wait for him to prepare his excerpts. Well, let's see if we can ask him any more questions in the
Yes.
meantime while we're waiting. How is the reconstruction of the beacon coming along?
Well, finding out about the Blackstones was definitely a great step forwards, but still, we're left with a myriad of questions. Sometimes I feel pathetic, to be honest. Like a child, asked to understand the functioning of a Starling airship.
And you aren't Enderalian, are you? You've got a slight accent.
I do? Thought I had gotten rid of it by now. But yes, I'm originally from Nerim. Just like you, as I've heard.
Yay, fellow countrymen. Oh, why didn't you tell me?
Oh, I don't know. Probably because I don't have very fond memories of my time there. You know, if someone would have told you 20 years ago that one day I would be the Archmagister of the Holy Order, you'd have probably laughed in his face. It's absurd just to think of it.
Let's hope
You
he
know,
knows what he's
I was a
doing.
slave there.
Ah, a slave?
Yes. You see, I was born into a traveling group of Aeterna minstrels. I never got to know my father, though, and living that way was hard. So my mother eventually decided to burn all bridges behind us and start over. Sorry, I'm babbling. I don't want to bother you with my boring stories.
Not boring. I was the one who asked. You're not boring me. What happened to you and your mother after you went away?
Well, after some days on the road, we met a traveling merchant who gave us a ride to the next village. A small one named Sildren in the Salathan forest. It seemed almost perfect at the beginning. The place was quiet, and my mother found herself a job as a weaver in the local count's castle. One day, however, the count simply stopped paying her, and, well, when she asked for the reason, he told her that we were his property from that moment on. Just like that.
He just made you his slaves? Is that even possible?
Why wouldn't it be? We were just a woman and a young son, and he owned both the land and the local guard. We had to serve this Creo, that was the Count's name, for 9 years. It was horrible.
Sounds like it. And no one can help you.
No. No one. We weren't the only slaves he kept, and the villagers were too afraid to do anything. As for Chancellor Baratheon's armies, well, I'm
Baratheon.
surprised if they even knew Sildren existed.
Where is this supposed to lead?
Sorry to hear that. So how did you manage to get away?
Pure luck, I suppose. One day, an Enderalian merchant and his escort passed through the village. They were on their way to Waverock to catch a ship from there. And just by coincidence, he saw me crushing some herbs I had found in the forest. That's what I did in the little spare time I had, you know. The Salathan forest is so incredibly rich with plants you have no idea. What I didn't know was that I had found an entire sheaf of God's tongue.
Oh.
That impressed the merchant so much that he simply bought me.
What about your mother?
He left her there. Believe me, what he did had nothing to do with mercy.
Let's hope he knows.
He
what
just
he's
saw that there
doing.
was money to be made off of me. I cried and protested, of course, but 2 months later, our ship arrived in Ark, where he got infected with flesh maggots and died shortly thereafter.
Ha ha!
Luckily enough, he was a sublime. And since his relatives didn't know what to do with me once he was dead, they simply asked the Order to grant me the novitiate, which they did. How the left path. Sounds crazy when I tell it like that, and it probably is. But back then, it just happened.
Did you ever... I was gonna say, did you ever find out what happened to your mom?
I tried, but as you can imagine, my obligations made my options to do so very limited. Only recently, however, word reached me from a mercenary whom I sent over. According to him, Creo is dead, and his castle was deserted.
Oh.
But who knows if he just said that to appease me. I think when all of this is over, I might ask the Grandmaster for permission to travel there myself. And then, who knows? By the righteous path, now I really am babbling.
Nope.
I'm sure a woman like you has better things to do than listen to the stories of a boring chronicler. I should probably get back to business. Forgive me.
Hey, I asked. I was the one who asked. Don't feel bad. I guess since we've come to the terribly upsetting event of Lashari's murder, and also found out what else we need to do to get the beacon up and running, we'll save waiting for the Archmagister's excerpts or whatever for next time. So, thanks for watching, and until next time, rock on.